After years of comments like these,
Played hard. You know, he's almost 40 years old and played the hardest on our team. Says a lot about him.
potentially spurred by the new, actually competent owners, the Lakers have finally laid down the gauntlet many of us have been waiting for years.
And the Cold War continues between LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. As you might remember, LeBron reportedly was very unhappy that the Lakers extended Luka, gave him the crown jewels, without extending LeBron for the 2 more years after this one that he wanted, so that he could choose to continue playing or choose to retire as a Laker, where it would be his timetable. And the Lakers obviously said, sorry, no, if you do want to continue playing after this season, LeBron, it will have to be elsewhere. That's what they told him. Trust me on this. The Lakers were not happy that LeBron chose to opt in. He had a player's option back in for another, almost 53 million. So how did LeBron at age 40 childishly react to that? He posted a picture of him working out at the Cavs facility. Maybe LeBron wants to go back to Cleveland. Then he posted another picture of himself working out at the Clippers facility. Oh my God, LeBron wants to be a Clipper, not a Laker. And the Lakers are like, no, please leave, LeBron.
I have for years been critical of LeBron's clear, conscious decision he made after the bubble championship to chase Kareem's record and save his body by focusing on offense only. And unfortunately, I expect more of that this year, leaving the Lakers with 3 average to below average defenders in the starting lineup and one that only plays defense when he's in a good mood. The same as the new Dodgers owners, who are now the Lakers owners, did when they came in. They slowly started evaluating who were the people holding the team back in the character department and started slowly replacing them with high character people. I can't fathom Rob signing DeAndre Ayton for this reason. And while I'm bought into Luka's motivation, I think he's tired of losing the playoffs and wants to really win a championship this year. I've always been high on the competitiveness and moxie of Austin Reeves. I think the new Lakers owners quickly saw the culture is not one conducive to winning. And they advised Rob to turn over the team to JJ and Luka and move on from the latest LeBron James, GOAT, and center of attention ploy and ride Luka to a championship while getting vastly overpaid storyline. But as those of you who follow my channel a bit know, while I've covered a few parts of LeBron James' play on the court, I'm mainly concerned with the mindset he's cultivated over the years and how he has put on a vast media manipulation campaign to shift narratives because of how I feel it affects young players. And while many LeBron supporters call anyone who doesn't put him in the top 2 in the GOAT debate a hater, I genuinely don't hate LeBron. I still cling to that 1% hope that he will one day get a great mentor from the old days like the late Jerry West used to be for so many players, and he will wake up. I was always a big Kobe fan, but I was really tired of his mentality in the post-Shaq years where he always tried to go it alone. But because Kobe never cared about attention, he only cared about winning and respect. He humbled himself after power arrived, and he searched for truth to change his mentality in order to win. So maybe it's not too late for LeBron James.
I had a teammate that spoke to me and said, "Hey, Kobe, I just want to feel like as a teammate, you need me." Duh. Yeah, of course. But I had to kind of think about where that was coming from for him and his story and his journey and what that meant to him. And that opened my eyes to there's a bigger game being played. It's not just basketball, but it's the emotions of each individual and the backstory that they're carrying with them, the baggage that they're carrying with them. And if I really want to be a champion and be a great teammate, I have to understand what those mean to help them become better and in turn help me.
At LeBron's age now, his role is to leave the game in a better place than Kobe gave it to him, which in my opinion, he certainly has not done. But he could still do it if he told Bronny to play in the G League full-time to actually earn his way, spoke out against flopping, focused on playing hard for 30 minutes a game and two-way play instead of stat padding, and played hard in the All-Star game. I'm still firmly convinced that LeBron spends 4 to 6 hours a day scouring social media for criticism of himself. So LeBron, if you're watching this, please, it's not too late. But I know a lot of you are going to say in the comments there's absolutely no way he's ever going to change. You're going to bash me for even hoping. So yes, I'll admit, hopefully this looms low, as once again, after being thoroughly frustrated, the Lakers didn't give him a LeBron-friendly extension with another player option to hold their cap hostage next year when they'll be forced to draft Bryce James. LeBron is concocting another way to get back in the limelight, despite finally acknowledging at least on some level that the decision was a mistake.
If I could look back on it, I would probably change a lot of it.
He recently posted this clip along with the hashtag #TheSecondDecision. Oh boy.
Well, everyone's on pins and needles across the country. You ready to go, LeBron? Where's the powder?
Left it at home.
LeBron, fans want to know where you're taking your talents this year. What's your decision?
In this fall, man, this is tough. In this fall, I'm gonna be taking my talents to Hennessy VSOP.
VSOP. And this was the conclusion you woke up with this morning?
That was the conclusion I woke up with this morning.
Why?
I feel like it's gonna give me the best opportunity to win more at hosting. And not only that, win at signature cocktails, win at having a good time, win at impressing guests, win at making memories, win at making it look easy, win at leaving people wanting more.
LeBron, appreciate it.
I like my decision.
Now to this second decision. The part that LeBron fans should now clearly see is how little he cares about the fans and what he really cares about, himself. Every single thing in his career has pointed to this, but he's hidden it well behind the facade of higher than average assist numbers. Do you think any other top 15 legend you can think of that would pretend to retire to make a few more millions, while already being a billionaire? Can you picture the late Jerry West or Kobe pretending to retire to make a few bucks? Please, if your eyes haven't been opened after all the coach killing, teammate trading, and maneuvering behind the scenes, hopefully this wakes you up. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because LeBron is completely obsessed with being the center of attention. He has never seen the long game about legacy and respect to your fans that Michael Jordan had and taught to Kobe. To be honest, I wouldn't mind all the ads and marketing that much if he was promoting good competitiveness and hard work on the court. But I think the precedent he's been setting has been so bad for young athletes, sports, and the future of the NBA that I really wish some legends would just go and mentor him. But as we know, some have tried and they've been brushed off. Some journalists have even tried. Stephen A. Smith, early on in his career, was someone that regularly defended LeBron against Skip Bayless. But the few times that he was critical of LeBron and being extremely consistent on his take that he has Michael Jordan as his GOAT and LeBron as his second of all time, which is LeBron's biggest insecurity, has damaged their relationship, and LeBron has taken the behind-the-scenes approach to Stephen A. for long before he finally ambushed him at a game publicly.
But how did it get there, though? That wasn't always the case.
Well, I just told you. Things are that I'm not going to get into details, but there are things that have gone on behind my back. And when people are systematically trying to do you harm, you know, in terms of your reputation, your integrity, and all of this other stuff, it gets to a point where enough's enough.
Here's the Lakers plus minus from last season, which is the statistic tracking the team's point differential when each individual player is on the court. Meaning if the Lakers go on a 10-0 run, the 5 players on the court will have a plus minus of plus 10 for that portion. The Lakers' record in 2024 was 47-35. For those of us who actually watched the games, not surprisingly, here's Dorian Finney-Smith leading the Lakers at plus 268. Future video incoming on how excellent switchable 3-and-D players are massively underrated. Coincidentally, the Lakers asked him to take a loyalty discount because LeBron had opted into $53 million and they got cash strapped. And he got offended and signed with the Rockets. Here's Austin Reeves, also not surprisingly second on the Lakers at plus 195, and Luka third despite only playing half the season at plus 176. Wait, somebody's missing. They must have forgot to list ESPN's 8th ranked player for this upcoming year, LeBron James. He should be first on this list. He's making $53 million and played 70 games. Oh, wait, here he is. That's right. He's at minus 54 somehow on a 47-35 team. Just 2 spots above Bronny, who he said the year before while he was at USC was better than half the league, who finished an efficient negative 71 in his only 180 minutes. Wish we could give a few of Bronny's guaranteed contract and LeBron's $53 million to have re-signed Dorian Finney-Smith. LeBron, throughout every success you've had overcoming adversity, I've tried so hard to root for you. Your loyalty to your close friends, being a family man, and overcoming a single-parent household in a rough part of Ohio really makes you an inspiration. But many of those things were also said about people like Jerry Krause, and he was excoriated in The Last Dance 20 years later for being unable to overcome his need to get credit. Please, LeBron, learn that lesson before it's too late, because one day your ability to play basketball will eventually wane, and your relevance in the national media will fade. And if you can figure out this shift like Jerry West, Magic, Kobe, Larry Bird, and Michael Jordan did, who all had a deep commitment to making the game better for the next generation, you will continue to have a purpose and can live a long life and die a happy man. I legitimately want that for you, and I hope you find it.